Okay, it's April 16th and it's 6:30 p.m. Central, and California, Northern California, is getting both chemtrailed and a HAARP downburst of dry air, which is pushing away the clouds and, of course, making it impossible to have any rain. So let me zoom in on this and show you what I mean. If you just look at the clouds, you can see sort of a strange effect, how they're being pushed away. I think I zoomed a little bit too far there. Nah, that's alright. Okay, like right at the end, you can see there's a wall of clear air. It's kind of pushing its way over. And also right here, see this cloud here? It's being pushed out. So there's actually a big circular shape of clear air being pressed down. Hope you can see that. It's clearest right at this edge here, because these clouds are trying to move in because of the jet stream, and look, they're disappearing right here. Okay, this is a HAARP downburst, and so it's these clouds here are trying to go into Northern California and maybe make some rain. So what do? They put the HAARP downburst on it, which is descending dry air. Let me also show you the chemtrails. They are chemtrailing this Northern California area, and I can put a little bit of water vapor color on there, or maybe red-blue. At any rate, let me see. Yeah, the red-blue is okay. And stop. Let me back up a little. Okay, so here's the start of the sequence. Here's one chemtrail. Now they put two of them down here. See, two lines there. Hope you can see that. And we've got a bunch of older chemtrails over here. There's a double, and these are all chemtrails. And here's a line. Okay, now see them shift. Okay, let me just let it run. Anyway, you can see these chemtrails, and they're kind of right at the edge of the HAARP downburst. So they are chemtrailing and HAARPing at the same time. Incidentally, they destroyed my motherboard last night, so I think they're thinking I'm not going to be watching, and so they're just going to town. They're not being so careful today. Whereas for the past week, oh my gosh, they've been really careful to not show anything. Let me show you the shortwave infrared. We can actually see this interesting effect. Okay, well, seem to have lost it. Anyway, the way we can prove that this mass of expanding dryness is not the jet stream, because the jet stream is just kind of shooting straight. Now here is a clockwise rotation, so that's a high pressure. So that is descending air. If that was right over this spot, then we could say, that's what's causing it. But the current jet stream for the West Coast, I can even update this and make good and sure. I guess that is the update. How about the West Coast? Update this one, and that is the current one. So they are saying that there is no high pressure to cause that descending air. This one here is San Francisco University. So, I mean, but the computers actually look at what the air is doing to try to surmise what the jet stream flow is. So, which came first, chicken or the egg? I don't know. But there's nothing at the surface. This is the jet stream. We don't have any high pressure that would cause sinking air right there. And at the surface, it's a busy picture. But again, we would need to have a high pressure. I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess you'd have to have a surface, high pressure at the surface, and it's way out in the Pacific. There's no high pressure here that can account for that. So this is just like what they're doing in Texas today. Right here in Texas, they've been getting a HAARP downburst, which, since I live in this area, I got on my oscilloscope and looked at the signal, and sure enough, it was there. And then I waited a couple of hours. The signal's gone. You know, the HAARP downburst is gone, and the signal is gone. Okay, folks? I don't know about you, that gives me chills. Because this is some real evil stuff here. So, I guess we just wanted to cover California, but just to touch up this Texas business. Well, you know, we can kind of see now that this HAARP ring, it's kind of so far out I don't see it anymore. Actually, this older map, you can see it. It's right here. That little darkness right there. And this is an older map. I guess this map is a couple hours old. But this is when I measured the signal, and I do not see the signal now. And in water vapor mode, there we can see it. Here is the HAARP outflow boundary, the smoke ring, the roll cloud of dry air. Right there, it's moving. I hope you can see that. I hope I'm not wasting my time. Let me refresh this, and we are going to just be patient for a minute and see what the updated version looks like. Because I believe that ring has moved out far enough now that it's basically gone. Because the signal's gone, so I don't see that ring would be there either. Sure enough, it's gone. Now see, this is a 2-hour interval. 2 hours ago it was there, and now it's gone. Okay? This is why the Texas Panhandle has drought. And, you know, one more time, let me show you why they're chemtrailing, going to kill the rain in the Texas Panhandle. It's because this was the prediction. Whoops, I've gone too far. They had predicted right here. Okay, so this is like tomorrow afternoon, like 5 p.m. or something, that it's going to rain there. So they are going to prevent that. They do not want any rain falling in the Texas Panhandle. And we could also look at California, see what kind of rain is California going to tend to have. And why did they chemtrail it? Go back to the start. Okay, now this is pretty much now. And I don't know what the interval is. These error messages are covering up the time. Well, California, there's a little speck of rain, but this is out a couple days, I think. Now there's a bunch of rain coming into Northern California, and they're gonna just touch the top, and then it's gone. Oh, incidentally, let me just show you yesterday's rain totals, because it's just amazing, because they never let it rain on the west coast. In the west of the Mississippi, they just never let it rain. So this is yesterday's map for tax day, April 15th. And you can see, again, the hollow outs from the HAARP core outs, how they core out each storm. And they never let it get above, well, 0.25 inches. And remember, yesterday I had commented on how if it's raining out in the ocean, they just leave it alone. They just let it rain. It rained there for hours. But once it comes in, they shut it down immediately. And believe me, this close to the Gakona HAARP, they've got complete control over this precipitation here. So there's one little spot of heavy rain, and they killed that. Another core out as it proceeded east. Now east of that line, they can't control it with HAARP. And I guess they got lucky. But you know, California #1 target, no rain. Texas, no rain. Mexico, no rain. It was a success for them. Yesterday was a success. And they managed to burn up my motherboard. But, you know, $7 later, one of my many backup PCs is now online. So they spent $150,000 on programmers and hackers, and I spent $7, and here we are. Okay. Keep your eyes open, guys, and I'm going to wait a few days to upload this, because the more I tutor them on how to Photoshop the maps, the less stuff that I get to see. So I'm going to let them think that, oh well, he's down, we can go ahead, business as usual. So I'm going to probably wait a couple weeks before uploading this. But I hope somebody will watch this. Thanks.